Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My microphone is all the way over here. What am I doing? You think I'd be more prepared? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. I didn't realize you joined me. Hello, puppy. Let's go. Oh my god. Thank you for the 2 months subscription bloop. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I kind of feel bad because with my camera angle and how things are going, like you can only really see like this part. Like I have to step like way back almost to the door to be seen fully. So yeah. However, what I will do is let me actually send this to myself. Hang on a minute. How do I want to do this? You're okay. Awesome. You know what? That's how I'm gonna transfer it. I'll send it to you. There you go. You get to see the full outfit before everybody else. Bloop. Congratulations. Have a cookie. Now I need to actually open up Discord. Okay. Let us see here. Unfortunately, due to budget cuts, you have to provide your own cookies. I apologize for that. Because if I were to make the cookies, they would also be burnt. So, yeah. Actually, yeah, we'll do this. Probably not the best way to do this, but group selected items. Okay. Oh, we'll do. I need to get the music actually, like music, and then the alert, and then the browser source for that. So then if I do that, if I talk to myself, sometimes it will be like I talk through things a little bit better. So let me just go ahead and image. We'll do oh god, why am I doing this? Valid. Oh my god. That saved to my downloads folder. Unfortunately, it did. Okay. So we will go ahead and do. Is that the correct link? I wonder. Nope, it is not. I'll need to fix that. Somebody remind me to fix that link. Because I forget what chatbot that specific command is hosted through. So, stream elements. I forget. I'm the same way. Chuck through some sort of troubleshooting. Yeah. I'll remind you. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Is that? Nope. We're almost there, guys. I promise. So for those of you who are unaware, this stream is a result of my Extra Life page. Extra Life fundraiser for this year. I had a stretch goal that was to, if I made a certain amount before I started my Doki Literature Club streams, that I would wear a when I was streaming this. 'Cause I was already planning on streaming this game for May for like Mental Health Awareness Month, but it. I'm surprised how well that I that this happened. Is my microphone still going? It is. Awesome. So yeah, because of some generosity here, I started this incentive probably middle of June, not June, April. I'm thinking it's later than it actually is. I'm tired. It is too early for this. So yeah, for $100 was that I would play Doki Doki Turtle Club, and I'd wear a one of the schoolgirl uniforms while doing that. And then my original plan was to like record it, and then like recording the VOD for it would be just like a PNG tuber of me wearing like a uniform. These are inconsequential to this. And then this was a dare by Rar. Well, it started out from a former coworker of mine, and then Rar Platypus. It was kind of like a what if, and I'm like, you know what? Fine. If I hit $500 before I start, I will wear fishnets with it. So that is unfortunately what has happened. So actually, let me do. You know what? Yeah, we'll just do this. So yeah, that is the outfit, unfortunately. So yeah. Oh, did you make a new invite for me? Thank you. Discord link for now. I have one. It's just I don't have. It might have been the kind of thing where I updated the link down in the panels below. But the platypus. Yes. Excuse me. God, that hurt. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do for like $600, because my goal I think I'm gonna set to 1,000. And one of the ideas that I kind of had was to do like a have some sort of incentive for like a flight, like I'll buy a flight of the Hot Ones hot sauces. And per like at the hundreds, I will probably order some naked wings or something, and then like as I throughout the stream, I'll probably like dip them into like some of the hot sauce. I'm not sure because I can't do spice, so that's gonna be probably a very painful stream for me. So we will find out how that works out and what I'm gonna do and things like that. So yeah. Alrighty, I'm sorry, I gotta go eat. How dare you? I'm kidding. You didn't do what you have to do. Oh my god. So actually, that is something else I want to do. Dick Spur. Speaking of Extra Life, I forgot to do like an important thing. Use that Discord link. I have one. I just need to like copy it and go through it somewhere and like fix the command. So. Okay, let me go ahead and we'll just do this. So you should see that link, but ignore that link, because if you go over to my Extra Life page now, in theory, you should start to see a whole bunch of incentives to try to jump scare me. So go ahead and do your worst. So let me, oops. Okay, I think I've rambled long enough and delayed the inevitable. Let's go ahead and start playing. I need to pause the music though. Oh man. So the title of the stream category is kind of lying a little bit. I'm actually playing the where is that's interesting. Why is my web camera not there? Okay, because my main web camera is working. So then why is that is working? Why is Oh, I think I know what it is. Really? No. I downloaded that though. I thought. Well, I guess I'll probably have to for this one go through and stream I probably need to go through and just do let me so how my kind of stream is set up. I have a bunch of nested scenes that make my stream work. So like I have two web cameras scenes that I go through and turn into sources. One of them is supposed to have like a transparent one is supposed to have like a transparent background, while the other one has the background. The game, like the game is kind of around. That's all like a nested scene, so that all kind of. If I play a capture card game instead, I can go through and basically just hide the the game capture and turn it into my my capture card. That way, it doesn't. Don't have to change it in like a couple different places. It's easier to manage. That's why I do it like that. So yeah. So yeah, I kind of lied. We are actually playing the. I just realized that's probably a bad spot because of the text bubbles. Okay. We're playing the plus version. And this is because actually I don't know why I'm playing that one instead. Don't know where that came from. But yeah, it's probably because it has no save data. So we'll go with that. Did that activate? It did. Okay. I'm not going to try to do voices. I apologize in advance. Hey! I seen a note. That is a horrible description. I forgot about that. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawn to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Are you purring? You're a dog, you don't purr. That's like me after I'm done running. I used to run track and cross country in high school, and it was not pretty. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said you were thinking about ignoring me. Yes, I was. That's mean. Oh, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even when you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Argos, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sounds like me talking to my mother. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Is that game getting too loud? Probably. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Sounds like my coaches for track and cross country. Would you just try a little bit? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah, I had, when I was in my senior year, yay! My coach would, like, every spring break we'd have spring break conditioning, and we would always be made fun of by the other track team members. And little did they know it was one scheduled practice that was like an actual very hard practice, and then the next day was a game, and then the rest of the week you'd kind of like run by yourself. And the game was like sharks and minnows and things like that. We played sharks and minnows on our field, and for some reason I made it to the second half of the game. No idea why, because I was like one of the slower ones on the team. Our coach got tired and wanted to go home, so he started running and doing the practice as well. And he starts chasing me because he was surprised I was in the second half also. So I sprint and make it and like dive into the end zone because it was the football field, end zone to end zone was the safe area. The end zones were the safe area, I should say. Somehow I dodged him, and he yelled, I'm not gonna directly quote him because we went by our last names. So it was the equivalent of, Jordan, where the has this been the past 4 years? But like loud enough the whole campus could hear. So why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I wish. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Sounds like me every morning. Clubs. Sorry, you wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess you have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought I'd let you know. Know what? Well, that you could always come to my club. There is no way I'm going to your club. Suri is vice president of the literature club. That is going to be a very interesting stream when, if I don't say Sayori clear enough, Siri decides to activate. Stop. Don't. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. God damn it, Sayori. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if he's so cunning as have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. I don't blame you. I guess it would be, I don't blame me? I think that would be more fair. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Food is always a good motivator. You want me to do something? Provide food. Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Already the best line of the game. No doubt about it. Best line in the game. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. 10 out of 10 more likely to go with snacks. Exactly. 1000%. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. That is a hell of a name. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Argos, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude whose new name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear and turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, appears to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Argos. Monica smiles sweetly. Jackpot. Exactly. I was about to make a very bad joke, and if Abby ever saw the stream, she would probably, Never mind. That, and I'm not sure if Bloop is just lurking and can still hear me, so I'm going to avoid making any bad jokes. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Yep. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica. Come sit down, Argos. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me. Or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. But how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. Okay. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. I need a counter for how many times a certain companion on my phone activates during this. You know what? I can do that. Do I? Shoot, where is it? I have it somewhere. Do I not? I just realized that my chat widget seems to be not wanting to cooperate either. Huh. Unless it's because the camera is... Yeah, okay. Okay, it is working. Okay. Jeez. Stream elements. Streaming tools, overlays, counter widget. There we go. You know what? I probably can move my camera back down. I can probably shrink it a little bit and put it there. Now I think about it. So tiny. It's like there's not really a good spot to put it. So it's like, okay, I guess there's as good as any. There we go. Where's the name? Settings. This is so stupid. I love it so much. Okay, hang on a second. And we'll, add, browser source. Whoop. Should have done a, the studio mode. There we go. Why do you? Oh, enough actually. There we go. But I'm also gonna shrink you a little bit. Okay. What command did I choose? Oh, okay. Well, simple enough. Okay, there we go. So stupid. I love it. Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her stinking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Is it grabbing my save data from my other... Because there's no trace of the game on my computer. I only played this on my laptop. I wonder if it thinks this is a second playthrough. I don't think the first game is... Part of it is downloaded, it looks like. I think I might have considered playing this one, I guess. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sari said, well, maybe. But not for you. Not for you. No, you, dummy. I cannot speak today. Jeez, what the... And what's bad is I talk for a living. I work on a help desk, so I answer the phones, and... All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider a literature club? I was dragged here against my will. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I guess I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if encouraging others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Jeez. Uh, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festival that much more important. Like the festival, much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Ugh. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these things. I need more caffeine. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Argos, what kind of things do you like to read? Great Free and Slippy, yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm reading this right now. I think Rar Platypus is also reading it. Great Freeze. No, that's just me being completely tired and, probably I should warm up, before. Oi! Don't make me get the cone of shame. You do not like the cone of shame. What was I? Oh, yes. Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Actually, I haven't read manga in a long time. I would steal my brother's and read that. So, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Don't judge me. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? As someone who spends most of her personal life talking to, I completely get it. I spoke without thinking after saying Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. Oh, it's buried. Dang it. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Ugh. I cannot talk today. God damn it. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yes, I have no imagination whatsoever. Atticus, what are you doing? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I am not looking forward to my Resident Evil recordings. Since that's a thing that's going to be happening here. I'm probably going to start recording it. Usually for Couch Goblins, I usually record that with PJ on Tuesdays. So yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting. So. Doggo cam, yes. I am the only one in my house right now, which is probably good considering, first of all, the content of the stream, and second of all, what I'm currently wearing. Oh my god. He just, I went to pet him and he just stared at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I read a horror book once. I just like grasped for something I can relate to at a minimal level. Yes. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal how horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well then. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are. Sayori's. I have not seen that word since I was playing. It was part of the tutorial. It was like press X to. That's a word I don't say that often. Sayori, I'm gonna make this a little bit easier for me. Do I not have? I don't. Okay, well, that can be fixed quickly. Excuse you. Why is... Come on. Okay, I'll just keep watching that. Maybe it'll download and figure itself out in a moment. That's annoying. I was trying to set up a hotkey to go ahead and behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. It goes the same for... I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everybody's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everybody. Everyone. God damn it. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Argos? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sari might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Argos, you will... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the Cokes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes us official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Argos, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star with Monika the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Argos, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Ori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I will have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Because of how long this is going to be, and the fact that there's an ad coming up soon, I am going to go ahead and start like a little break early, and we'll come back to this. And I'm going to save, even though saving doesn't really matter, because if you've played this game before, this is a very bizarre and interesting game, to say the least. So, yeah. that is, it's interesting. So that puts it in a very blunt way. It is a interesting game. So um, yeah. Uh, So yeah, we'll be right back. If you guys are subscribed, you will not see an ad. Thank you for your support. If you are not if you are subscribed, you will not see an ad. If you are not subscribed, you are about to see an ad. It is going to be a 3-minute ad, which will disable pre-roll ads for people that as they join the stream. So yeah, that's going to be happening here in about a minute. So yeah, that's going to be um that is going to be happening here shortly. So yeah, let me go ahead and um yeah, it's gonna automatically start soon. Awesome. Gonna play some music and we'll be right back. Have a wonderful break. Grab some water. Use the bathroom if you need to, and we'll see you again very soon. I think we are back. I honestly forgot that I had that. Um, so that is the. That is the frostytools.com, like the AI stuff that they have. So I have ad notifications, and then I have like that AI recap that that will kind of give like that summary. And then I think I have raid and the shout out and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Cool. I think we're back. So welcome. I always forget about that. I always forget that they have the lightsaber for any Star Wars themed song. They have that lightsaber going across the bottom instead of like the standard progress bar. I always forget about that. That is awesome. Is this the same notification? So recently, because my cohort for Couch Goblins became a GamerSubs partner, I've been ordering a lot of GamerSubs. So I have the cherry flavor, which I think is just called Good right now, and another one of my orders just shipped too, and I got some more yesterday. I ordered some more, and it shipped yesterday. I spent too much money on that. My goal is to try to get my own discount code and stuff like that. I think that'd be cool. Do I have that yet? Why is that not happening? You even updated a different plugin and you're not. Why do you do this to me? Open. I demand you open. Oh man. Well, I guess I'm manually type. Oh, there we go. Chat message. Oh, I need to sign in and validate. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hopefully that works. Cool. Awesome. I need to pause music and actually start playing the game some more. I think I've done more rambling than actually like playing the game. Why does a visual novel need VSync? I turned on the volume drain so I didn't have to hear two songs at the same time. So, uh, okay. Anyone have any ideas? So I was thinking trying to go for kind of like the the order that things happen, but I have no idea because I think the words that kind of go for both, I think they're similar. So, so that would be for like Yuri. That'd be for Yuri. Yeah, so you kind of probably get the idea by now. We got a new beta fish yesterday because my mom killed our goldfish that we had. So, this one might be a little bit interesting. Probably. Okay, well, I missed one, so. Missed two. I mean, out of 9, that's not bad. Despise. I despise this. I was actually worried that I would be cold. With this, and I'm actually, it's actually not bad. Boop. Misery. Misfortune. Close enough. Oh, we're right into it. Okay. Hi again, Argos. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'm keeping my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. Freeze frame. You might be wondering how I ended up in this situation. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping our promise, Argos. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Argos always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once? Oh my god. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Argus can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. No, don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really is not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Thank you so much, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice the intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related I clicked too quickly. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Well, we're probably going to seem really lame compared to other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is, the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. If it's a literature event, I need to stop clicking too quickly. So more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this very seriously. It's weird to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? I mean, yeah. We made a comment about that earlier. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. I feel that. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about these things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. That is actually terrifying. Imagine that. Just like in your face, you wake up and in your face, there's just like, "Hi, how you doing?" I opened my eyes to find Sarah's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. I would be the first to sign up for that. That sounds absolutely amazing. Oh my god. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. Oh god. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Actually, let me... Forgive me, I'm doing something really quickly. I'm Team Napping Club. Thank you. As am I. We can talk about different blankets. And pillow thickness, yes. Now, are you soft pillow or firm pillow? It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me, but then you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. I'm a semi-sleeper. My spine hates me, so I am team soft pillow. My pillow is on the softer side. It also has like the cooling. I have no idea how it works, but it's like a gel type top to it that helps keep the pillow cool. It's funny when I'm at work. When I'm at work, if I get a really rude phone call, it's not like, oh, this fucking asshole. It's like they don't know how to turn their computer off or whatever the case may be. Or they were really rude. They wanted the computer fixed immediately or whatever the case might be. And instead of like this fucking asshole or things like that, it'd be, oh, I hope that both sides of your pillow are warm tonight. Or in Tavern Heroes, my D&D show, there is a karma system where if we can always summon the karma chameleon by saying karma 5 times followed by chameleon. Karma, 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 chameleon. Like the song. And there was important napping club discussion. Weighted blankets, yeah or nay? I need to start using my weighted blanket. I love my weighted blanket. And it helps, especially since I have anxiety. So it helps with that. But right now I need to actually use it. I didn't use it during the winter time for some reason. So Karma Chameleon in the middle, like there's one time where it's like, oh yeah, we can, because it works both ways. We can be punished as the players if we do something that isn't, doesn't deserve good karma. But we can also like request punishments for some of our enemies. So there's an enemy that attacked us, And I said, how about this? How about the person also, are you doing the Lord's work as a help desk tech? I did that work. Oh, you are doing the Lord's work as a help desk tech. I did that a for a couple of years before moving into ITPM. Nothing but respect for my techs. Yeah, we actually just fired our CEO. He didn't grow the company how the company wanted, basically. Long story short. So things are shaking up a little bit, and I'm hoping for some good things. So, but Karma Chameleon, like one of the punishments that I requested was, I hope this person stubs their toe, and right before it starts to heal, he stubs it again. It's just a never-ending cycle of stubbing his toe. And every time we were to meet this character in the future, it would describe it as he's walking with a limp, and then the time after that, it's like, oh, he amputated his fucking toe because he kept on stubbing it. So, I actually like that karma system. It's fun. It's fun. I run my fingertips down the set of serious hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more. There's more than just your hair. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would even ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even have your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Wow. Fingers crossed. Happy to talk shop if ever needed. All my experience is in MSPs, though, and Karma Chameleon is brilliant. Yeah, my company is an MSP. Couple hundred clients. It's, yeah. Which is, it's kind of interesting, because I've learned so much having so many different environments and things like that. It's amazing. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Actually, I'm very worried that some of the buttons on the shirt are going to come off. I might have a very interesting question for you that I might send to you separately, and you can refuse to answer it if you want. Actually, let me... I'm sending you a message through Discord. It's going to be a very weird one, but I have my reason for asking. It's probably a long shot, but... I told you it was a very weird question. That is why I ask. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? And what's cool is, like, all of our, like, our sister companies and everything like that underneath in that group, we can all, like, work together and, like, hey, we have a client that's down in, like, Kentucky. You have this business down here. Can you go ahead and take care of this for me, please? Because, you know, they don't know how to turn their computer on or whatever. I'm trying to think of if I've had any, like, funny stories from the past week. Did that just say what I think it said? Hang on a minute. Perpetually tired. Me too. But yeah, I met our regional CEO on Thursday because of recently just what I recently said. Don't say that out loud. Oh man. Anyway, you look so much better now. I put this so where it shouldn't have been. Why does it feel strange to see Siri's blazer buttoned up like this? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Siri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. Actually, Siri, I can understand that. It is a little bit, yeah. Oh man. I'm trying to think of. I hate QuickBooks. I have a bunch of there was a client that left us because of a consistent issue they had with QuickBooks, where they didn't log out of it correctly, so it wouldn't think that they were in multi-user mode. We have a talent network of folks that we call for on-site tech, working with staffing agencies as well as in-house techs for local lines. Okay. Yeah, our company is... Hang on a minute. QuickBooks is devil. Thank you. LaSearch is also. All Intuit products suck and belong in hell. But yeah, they didn't think that they were. They kept on. They would call in multiple times a week, and it was the kind of thing where you saw them caller ID, you saw them come up, and it's like, okay, time to log into their app server and restart all of the QuickBooks services and stuff like that. And it's like. And what sucks is I actually made the official document on how to do it. And then the next week they decided, yeah, we're leaving you. It's like, great, thanks, appreciate that. Fantastic. So phone, sales, finance, network engineer, data center manager, service manager, dispatch manager, help desk. Engineer. We have like 20 people. I worked for a small MSP, 6 people. We had a few clients similar issues with QuickBooks, and they'd get mad. We've had one of those where they didn't log out of QuickBooks correctly, so they thought they were in single user mode instead of multi-user mode. And their CFO got fired for embezzling. Oh, yeah. Our CEO wasn't embezzling. He just spent a lot of money though, which is part of the reason why he's no longer with the company. Phew, that's so much better. So he puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. I almost hit the stop streaming button because my mouse got off of my game. Oops. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Argos, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. One of those, and the caller ID where you went, well, it's... No, for them, it was always QuickBooks. It was always never a password reset. It was never... I'm trying to think of any other, like, the common ones, but I'm trying to think of other funny stories about things like that. I'm not going to tell that story because it was, yeah. I promise I have funny stories. We have the nasty habit of getting sassy in our documentation. Like, so we don't manage software. Usually, people just think we do for QuickBooks and things like that. So we went through and we were helping someone because QuickBooks changed how you can link up your email so you can like send emails through QuickBooks. Because for Gmail, at least, you had to like manually plug in the server, like the pop by map or whatever. And they changed it so you can actually just log in and authenticate through there, and then it will just send normally. But when they did that, they broke that integration where you can just plug in the server. So we had to go through and like reset that up by logging them in. But this guy didn't know his QuickBooks password and thought we had it for him. And there's a note in the document that was like, hey, if this happens, it's like he has it, we don't have it, and like just making fun of him so much. I also hate it because it's like there are multiple times where it's like, oh, that name sounds familiar, but who is it? And then you answer and realize, oh shit. That same company's embezzling CFO called us in a rage because we did something to his keyboard last time we were logged in, and his 10-key number pad didn't work. Guess what the problem was? Was it not plugged in? I couldn't really find much inspiration since I really had never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Siri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if it's an external number pad, he either unplugged it or it's number lock. Siri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Siri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. I have driven out to clients who just didn't have something plugged in. Don't you hate that? I had one of our clients who, right now, some of our smaller clients that don't pay us that much, that don't get on-site visits, like those clients were officially assigned to help desk. So I now am responsible for a couple of clients that are remote only. Well, there was one time where one of my clients, well, this was before they were officially mine. This is a client that, like, we fight to not take their calls because of how annoying they are. She, for some reason, has the server next to her computer. And there is a KBM switch that switches everything over so she can use the server if needed or whatever the case may be. And she was like, hey, my keyboard isn't working. Okay, well, what's going on? Well, it's not because the screen wasn't on for the server, so it's like it's not typing anything in. So they had to drive in to press the button for the KBM switch. That way they could actually use their... Yeah. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I wrote it more so for Sayori. Natsuki had a little bit more, also that might make her like it a little bit. Monica I had 1 for. No, Monica I didn't have any for. Yuri I had 1 for. Then again, Monica wasn't one of the options to write specifically for. I'll just do reverse order. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Argos, having a good time so far? Yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. You have a really funny story, but it's... Oh my. Did somebody have a certain website pulled up when you remoted onto their computer? Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Argus, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Suri would like. Is that so? You and Suri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Suri and I are actually really different. Well, that might be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Oh no, one of my former clients was a local... Oh! If you would like to send the story via Discord, feel free to. Oh my. Logging into the owner's PC was always an adventure. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how automod through Twitch and Stream Elements will be, so if you want to share the story, you don't have to. You can always DM it to me through Discord. I'm trying to... We have a client that has a monitor. They have like 1, 2, kind of like I do, but they have a monitor like up above. And the screensavers they had, and the owners storing private photo. Oh my. Yeah, we don't have anything like that. I don't think we've ever had anything like that. Oh my god. That is interesting. I have seen some things. I can imagine. Who knew someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything like that. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. I DM the deeds to respect the Twitch lords. Thank you. I'll read that in a minute. But it's always work screen for that one that had the two screens and the one up above. Work screen, Netflix, YouTube, other streaming service screen up there. And it's like, fair enough. I have a coworker who's in charge of like our VoIP clients. He always has a Twitch stream going on up above, although it's a Twitch streamer that I don't like. So the Twitch streamer seems to be like a I know more than you kind of thing. So yeah. Oh my. What? Oh my. I'm not reading your message yet. I'm clearing out. And I was reacting to, I'm a part of a server. Hi, welcome back to the stream. My most senior tech would watch movies and YouTube all day. Yeah, I think he's the only one that really watches like Twitch and stuff when he's streaming. And to be honest, yeah, like I said, I don't like the guy he watches. The guy that he watches seems like cocky and like I know more than you and I'm better than you and I'm going to teach you, and like the way he teaches you is just condescending as hell, and I do not like it. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Well then. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. Oh, it sounds like an awful stream that I have to listen to all day. Yeah, and what's bad is he's a well-known streamer. Love this game? You love this game? You've played it before? There, I sent the streamer over. I've played it 5 times. Fair enough. That is a lot of poem. That is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on time between words and lines. I've already read that one. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not really sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Okay, thank God. I do not like him with a burning passion. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's daily writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when writing your own poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. That is actually pretty good advice when it comes to writing. Thanks for listening. Okay. Who's next? I said reverse order, so Yuri. I've gotten through... Because I tried to record it one time, but I lost all of the footage because my computer my drive got corrupted somehow. And it's an old computer anyway, so it was expected. I was recording it with a Tavern Heroes cast member before Tavern Heroes existed. And I tried to record it. I got up through the second act. Yeah, I got through the second act, and so I love that. All of the characters are interesting in their own way. I like all of the characters, except for one, because yeah. Can you guess who I don't like? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot you to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might have been Yuri. It might take a while. God damn it. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers, they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing style separate. They tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. I cannot read today. God dang it. Jeez. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building... Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practicing, learning by example, and trying new things. Yuri is best girl. Have you played the game, Pixie? She was my romance in the first playthrough. That answers that question. And Suki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? Did I read that right? Natsuki can be a little bit biased before. Okay. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if you're apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Netsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yes, I love to. Oh, God. That ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. You are a person of my taste. Bloop, I still need to kidnap you in a couple of weekends to take you to the zoo. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, you do. Sorry, that was mean. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I'm kind of interested in how long the stream delay is because it... Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. I would love you for kidnapping me, to be honest. Thank you. On it. I'll be right there. I need to change first. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Work email. Oh, we have an after hours call. I'm out on after hours this week, so. Lingering in her last. Ugh. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Reading is hard. Bloop, I've decided to, with Sayori, I've added a bot, well, not a bot, but an overlay for how many times I accidentally activate a certain phone assistant of the Apple variety. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Oh, we have an ad coming up soon. So, just like last time, I'm probably gonna stream for another half an hour or so after this ad. So I'm gonna try to get through Yuri's scene before the ad starts. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Never mind, I certainly did get through it. Which means that I'm going to go ahead and start the break now because of yeah.
So yeah, I like I said before the last ad break, um, if you are subscribed, you will not see. If you are subscribed, you will not see an ad. Um, I'm not going to continue the game until everyone is back. I run a pre-roll. I run ads on top at the hour on the hours to avoid pre-roll ads, because by the time the ad is ending and the pre-roll ad and like the pre-roll ads, that grace period ends, another ad runs, which disables pre-roll ads again. So I do it so people don't get hit by an ad immediately. So I feel like having the set schedule in place, it makes things a little bit easier, and I don't I don't usually play during the ad breaks anyway, so it's a win-win for everyone. So if you have an ad block, consider turning it off. It supports the stream. If you are subscribed, thank you for your support, and we will be right back. Okay, I think we are back from the break. I guess I can ask Pixie, are you back? Sure am. Awesome. Gory says hi. Just so you are aware. And also, during the break, need to do something. I love our community. Yeah. My doggo is still hanging out, staring at me like, "What the hell are you doing? And what are you wearing?" Don't lie. Nobody likes a liar, Bloop. I'm not amazing. Dang it. We're not going to talk about that. Who keeps messaging me? Stop it. Yes, to answer, I see that chat message. You are amazing. Don't make me call your brother. You wouldn't. You would. You have his number and him on Discord. So let's not do that. Yes, I do use Game Chops music. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever gotten a yeah. I have never received a copyright strike on YouTube or on Twitch. So, yeah, as long as the like this whole playlist is pretty much, even these right here if you go to any Star Wars song, I think I showed this earlier, the progress bar turns into a lightsaber. Now, it would be cool if the lightsaber color changed depending on if it was the Darth Vader song or yeah. Okay, now that I'm actually on camera again, I'm gonna stop dancing to the music. Oh man, you love the playlist. If you have Spotify and Spotify Premium, because that is a big thing, because I don't want to break from the ads. Absolutely, I do. Who should I show my poem to next? We'll do Natsuki. I also love the Spotify lightsaber. It is amazing. Okay, the delay isn't that bad. Cool. I feel like I had a question for you. Or a statement. Oh, yes, I did have a statement. I don't think I have a way to pin that and show it up on stream. That chatbot is frostytools.com. And it has a bunch of cool things like shout out commands and stuff like that. So attention, coming soon to a chat near you. In a world of tech tales and literacy love, Argus One Media's stream is a roller coaster of nostalgia and Doki drama. Pixie Boots spills the tea on tech mishaps and secret stashes, while Bloop swoons over Yuri, declaring their undying affection. Will the break time pause in the action or set up for more shenanigans? Stay tuned. Yuri Best Girl Tech Tales Doki drama. I think if I were to do, let's do shout out. I think that's the command syntax. I've never done it before, so I'll need to actually go and look at that. Frosty Tools. Is it that? I forget the command syntax. Give me just a second. Smart chatbot. I'm not gonna subscribe to you. Shoutouts. Well, it's turned on. Oh, okay. Yep. Is that gonna work? There we go. So yeah. Bloop is a legally blind and deaf streamer who embraces the chaos and fun. They recently teamed up with Average Girl Games for some puppet action. And it sounds like things got wild. Expect chaotic, good time filled with laughter and maybe a little bit of friendly chaos. So my good friend Gory uses this, and I found out how to use my custom name with it and all that fun stuff. So yeah, if you have the chance to kind of check Bloop out, I highly recommend doing it. Yeah, I think it is time to go back to the game because I've rambled long enough. So I also realized you can add it so it'd be like, oh, it will also trigger a shoutout command, so I don't have to worry about that also. All the way down, touch the second. You love that? Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. Everything, it all sucks. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. That's not what I'm sharing in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I want. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours. I'd feel more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. Natsuki is a brat, and I love that for her. I like Natsuki a lot, too. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sneak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I honestly love that was so much. Pure literature. Best poem in the game. 10 out of 10. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? Poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you can do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps to bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized it. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everybody is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I... Yes, I have so many choices. It's Sayori, 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 or Sayori. Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it because we wrote it? Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Argos poem. It's an Argos poem. I'm going to correct your typo because you don't have any line of code that adds the N there if the name starts with an A. So, and that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings. I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that... Words! I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's just like I said before, Argos. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way that you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead, tell me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess. Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Now I'm hungry. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess it's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that is what I ended up getting myself into. Across the rooms, Yuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess I could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Do you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice I say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So you liked it, and Argos did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Wow. Which I haven't yet. And Argos liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. I think this is one of my favorite songs on the soundtrack. It's called Poem Panic, I believe. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous of my advice more than he appreciated yours. Cat fights, wow. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one asking. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like you fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Argos, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She get over herself and learned to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. So what's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have them figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Argos. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Argos? Well, how did I get attracted to this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course, I remember another big decision from recording it, but I don't remember what it was. Okay, this is going to be a purposeful activation. Is that you telling me to ask Siri for help, Bloop? Yes, I'm drawing up any words I have in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Everyone's fighting to make Sayori uncomfortable. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's their problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that's making her upset in the first place. Daddy, they're fighting again. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes stop. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's pictures the same as they always were. Oh my god. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not really good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess Jameen Sayuri is just amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself getting hurt. Now, I'm not a mathematician. However, that seems kind of suspicious. I know what happens in the game, so. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. I don't think so. I'm trying to find a sound effect. It's fine. It's probably fine. I can't. It has to be fine. I need to set up my soundboard again because I recently configured all of the configuration because I use VoiceMod for all of this, and I can get hotkeys set up.
It's made of bullshit!
But I also don't have it set up, I don't think, right? Nope, I think I do have it.
I have no friends!
Yep, it is set up. Okay, awesome. My favorite sound that I have, and I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it, and I can't.
Emotional
That's always a good one.
damage.
That's always a good one.
Do it.
Let's see, what else do I have?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yes, here we go. Probably my favorite sound on my soundboard. Favorite sound is on this scene also. Nope, that could have been bad. Is it application audio? It is. Haha. My favorite sound on my soundboard. I need to hang on. I want to be able to hear it too. Is this. What? I forgot most of the stuff that I have. There are some that could probably get me like a copyright strike of some sort.
My spinach puffs.
Yeah, this is big brain time. It's made of bullshit!
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen. So it would seem.
Gentlemen, we are dealing with someone here who has absolutely no life.
Okay. Let us get to the point where I write the next poem, and I'm probably going to end the stream here. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. Oh yeah, we're talking about how suspicious that was. You can count on me. Apparently you can't, because, never mind. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good present regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. I forgot that I muted the game. It's just about time for us to leave. How do we all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Argos, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everybody likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with my newfound determination. Argos, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Love you too, bestie. I'm actually wrapping up here shortly also. I have to pick something up from a friend. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Argos, it's nice that I got to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everybody is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. I think that is where I'm going to be wrapping up today's stream. And what's interesting about this is I now have so with Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, there's like a weird like file explorer type of thing. Well, you guys know how the game is. Most times people interesting. That is actually pretty interesting that they have there. Perfect stopping point. This was fun. Yeah, I cannot wait to do this again. It's actually kind of cool to have this like little player type of thing. That's awesome. So yeah, I believe that is where I'm going to be ending things off. You know, we'll check out pictures too. Oh, it's just these for the time being. Oh, the poems are here. That's cool. Natsuki's first poem. Oh, that's cool. Review the file. Oh. Interesting. That is actually pretty cool. I love that so much. This is a scratch disk and use it to store sensitive for permanent things. If you need access to the files from an encrypted file share, copy them. Suppose a driver, plug it directly into the do not copy them here. Uh-huh. I have been rambling for too long. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed and will tune in to our next one. I'm going to probably at this point try to stream Doki Doki Literature Club through its beginning. Not through its beginning, through its completion. But I don't think I'm going to 100% it. I'm not sure how, like what all that's going to entail. So yeah, we'll get this taken care of and completed. It's going to be fun. So let me go ahead and we're going to go to wrap up the stream. And we'll see if there's anyone to raid here. Not necessarily the same game that I'm playing, but hey. Oh, speaking of what I said earlier, we're going to go ahead and spread this party to my cohort for Couch Goblins, who looks to be streaming Cyberpunk, it looks like. His name is Lars Burrito. He is an amazing person. And I think he's a pretty cool dude. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon. And as always, good luck and have fun. Goodbye, everybody.